Could Josh Dix come to Kentucky? Could a big transfer be in the works, or is it just a rumor in the wild? Kentucky's interest in Josh Dix is a rumor that is already gaining traction in the college basketball circuit, and it is not difficult to understand the fascination that the player generates. The junior sharpshooter, who has stood out in recent years for Iowa, is emerging as one of the most coveted pieces on the transfer market today. With an impressive average of 14.4 points per game and a lethal accuracy of 42.2% on three-pointers last season, Dix has all the attributes to be the next big name to wear the Wildcats uniform. For a program with the tradition of Kentucky, always looking to raise its competitive level, the arrival of a player like him would be seen as a masterstroke. Although Kobe Brea is still part of the current Kentucky roster, the interest in Josh Dix reflects the aggressive strategy adopted by Coach Mark Pope to secure talent capable of complementing and strengthening the group. Dix's ability as a sharpshooter is obvious to any attentive observer. His ability to hit long-range shots with consistency and efficiency is something few players can match. On a team that places a high value on offensive precision and floor spacing, a player like Dix would be a key player in challenging opposing defenses and creating opportunities for himself and his teammates. In addition, his 3 seasons of college basketball experience brings a maturity that could be extremely valuable on and off the court. Players like Josh Dix, who have proven themselves in the crunch and demonstrated resilience in big games, tend to be catalysts for teams chasing big goals. His performance in the final game of his career for Iowa, when he scored 21 points on 17 shots, is a clear example of his ability to shine under pressure. That competitive mindset and confidence in crucial moments are traits that fit the Wildcats perfectly. For Wildcats fans, the prospect of seeing Josh Dix in Lexington is exciting and creates high expectations. His presence would add a new dimension to the team's collective play, especially in games against tight defenses that require lethal accuracy and offensive creativity. A shooter like Dix not only relieves pressure on the team's forwards and centers, but also opens up space for drives and strategic plays that can tip the balance in tight contests. Additionally, his ability to score consistently would be a major differentiator in elimination games or against high-caliber opponents. If the rumor comes true and Josh Dix does indeed choose to continue his career at Kentucky, it would be yet another example of the program's keen nose for identifying and attracting talent that can make a difference. The ability to recruit players with the potential to make an immediate impact on the team is a hallmark of Kentucky, and Dix's arrival would further cement that reputation. More than that, it would be a clear signal that Mark Pope is committed to building a roster capable of competing for the biggest titles in college basketball. Let's get moving. Kentucky player stands out in NFL. Former Kentucky Wildcats player Davis, whose career from college to professional has been marked by ups and downs, appears to have found a new opportunity to redefine his career. Davis's journey in the NFL began with great fanfare when he was selected by the Washington Commanders with a 19th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. His meteoric rise, fueled by a stellar season at Kentucky, seemed destined to transform him into a key piece of the franchise's defense. During that shortened 2020 season, he accumulated impressive numbers: 102 tackles for loss, TFLs, and 3 interceptions. Numbers worthy of a seasoned player, but even more remarkable considering it was his first season as a full-time starter. The decision to declare for the draft initially raised some eyebrows, but his performance in physical tests dispelled any doubts about his ability to compete at the highest level of the sport. Davis's career path, however, has been anything but straightforward. After 2 seasons in Washington, including a year under Dan Quinn that brought significant changes to the team's defensive philosophy, Davis experienced the instability that often accompanies young players trying to find their place in the league's competitive ecosystem. He was released by the Commanders after 5 games in 2024, briefly stints with the Vikings, and before he could find his feet, he was placed on waivers again. That's when the New York Jets, an organization known for its storied history and recent turmoil, decided to give him another chance. Although he was claimed off waivers by the Jets at the end of 2023, this is the first time the team has clearly signaled that it sees potential in him, offering him a real opportunity to contribute in a meaningful way. This move not only reflects well on Davis, but also serves as a reminder of the value that the University of Kentucky football program has brought to the NFL. Under the leadership of head coach Mark Stoops, the Kentucky Wildcats have consistently produced talent capable of thriving on the sport's brightest stages. Davis's case is emblematic of that tradition, even if his transition to the professional world has been more challenging than initially anticipated. But Davis is not alone in this migration of former Wildcats to new NFL homes. Another name worth mentioning is Landon Young, a versatile offensive lineman who made the most of his opportunity with the New Orleans Saints. After playing out his rookie contract, Young received a vote of confidence from the franchise when he was re-signed to a new 1-year deal. His role as a valuable rotational piece, capable of playing both tackle and guard, demonstrates the adaptability that the Kentucky program cultivates in its players. With appearances in 56 games and 12 starts, Young has proven that he can be relied on in crucial moments, something few expected when he left Lexington. Other former Wildcats have also carved out interesting paths this offseason. Brandon Eccles, known for his energy and ability to cover deep catches, found a new home when he signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, veteran pass rusher Zarius Smith, who was released by the Detroit Lions, remains one of the top prospects on the free agent market. While his current status is uncertain, there are rumors that the Lions could seek to renegotiate a deal to bring him back in 2025, which would be a win-win for both parties. What all of these stories have in common is the enduring legacy of the Kentucky program, which continues to produce athletes prepared to handle the rigors of the NFL. Whether it's through the physical and mental toughness of Davis, the versatility of Young, or the experience of veterans like Smith, it's clear that the work done in Lexington has tangible impacts far beyond the confines of Kentucky. For Jamin Davis, this could be the ultimate opportunity to prove that he belongs among the elite group of dominant linebackers in the league. His arrival with the Jets comes with renewed expectations, especially for a franchise looking to rebuild its defensive identity. While the road to this point has been full of obstacles, Davis brings with him the resilient spirit that characterizes the Wildcats. And who knows, maybe this change of scenery is just what he needed to shine again like he did in his glory days in Kentucky. Comment,